Hello?
My office, 11 o'clock tonight. Come alone.
Of course. I would expect you to be alone too. Mike. Bianca.
Welcome back to the Hollywood Review. We've been having fun here. This is actually going to be the last time we film this show called the Hollywood Review. And moving on and up, WCOBM is growing and lots of great changes here at the studio. We're real excited, but a lot changing in my life and Cindy's life as well. This is Henry Dittman. This is Sophia Milos.
Hello.
We just showed one of your clips from The Border.
Yes, you did, and I see you picked a spicy one.
Well, it was the first one that came up on the internet.
Of course.
So, and
I'm embarrassed I don't have a video of me.
Oh, I found that
blouse.
video. We're going to show that
It's a
video.
living. It's a living.
Oh, no.
So many of you probably recognize her from her career, but if you don't mind, some of the top shows that you've been on, if you could share that. She did lose her voice, and she still showed up, so that's a true professional.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yes, I 50% of my voice is back, but I think that everybody can understand me. Most people probably know me from CSI Miami, playing Yelena Salas, Detective Yelena Salas, for over 7 years, 3 years as a regular, and 4 years of recurring. The Sopranos,
Big one.
of my
Big one. I watched that one. I'm sure, Henry, you've seen that one a couple times.
Absolutely.
And Cindy, have you seen The Sopranos? No?
Never
It's
saw
actually a
it.
great female
Should binge
role.
it.
It's a great female role because it really it made a statement for women, and I started to have a lot of female friends, followers, fans, because it represents a woman as we are, really strong, you know, and not minority, really.
Sure.
She's a mafia boss.
Wow.
Annalisa Zucca, a Napolitan mafia boss, and goes toe-to-toe with this big, Tony Soprano,
Right?
James Gandolfini.
What just a great cast.
It's
and
such a great
show.
arc you had on the show, too.
Thank you so much.
Really
You know, I
great.
just got to speak as well, but work with Michael Rispoli on Chicago Justice.
Right.
He was one of the characters on.
Well, I was telling
Sopranos.
Henry, because he said, well, great, I'm on your last show, so I got your show canceled. I said, no, I saved the best for last. And having you two on the show, both currently working actors, and Cindy, of course, currently strong in what she's doing, I thought, what a great way to end the show on top, right? You don't want to go out because you're fading out. You want to go out just on a blaze of glory.
Absolutely,
So
always.
I think it's the most
I
appropriate
stopped
way.
modeling that way.
Okay.
I did my like a Vogue cover as my last thing, and people say, "Why would you stop now?" Well, because that's the way to end.
Yeah. I mean, you've
In your own terms.
Well, you've had a big career in the NFL, and she was a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader and Miss Texas, and then went off to direct what men normally did, the American Bowl and the Super Bowl and a lot of halftime stuff. And then she went off to be an executive for the NFL, and now she's currently a television and a feature film producer. But you chose to go behind the camera. I have to drag her to be in front of the camera. I'm like, please, I need you as my co-host.
That's why I was in uniform, because I got to play a part.
Yeah.
Hide. Yeah.
So you guys all can relate with what success is like. Now, for the audience, what we want to do, what I've liked to do, is try to inspire those that are scared to go for their passion. Anybody want to jump on that? What it's like to start, what it's like to stay in?
Oh, sure. I mean, the first thing I would say probably is if you're still in time, get out.
So what's that saying? If you can be happy doing anything else, please do it.
Please do it.
Yes.
But if you have a little bit of craziness and a very strong passion and belief and vision for what you do, you just have to stick with it, because you're going to have a lot of falls, and it's through getting up again and discovering yourself and your strength in getting up again is what your talent will make you shine through. I think that is probably the key for most actors.
Well, you guys
and
all have
performers and
hobbies. Like, I know you cook. You have your own cooking
Yeah.
show on, I think, YouTube.
I'm Italian. I'm half Italian,
I
half
am
Greek.
so jealous,
Marvin, can you
because
pull up that clip maybe for the
I
end of this
think,
episode?
I can't think of anything more fun than having like a wine and
Pairing.
a wine pairing kind of a show.
Should we do that?
I would love it. I watched some of your
See,
shows.
the producer is
Yeah.
kicking
Oh,
in
she's
right
all
now.
about it. Oh,
Can I
trust
just
me.
come drink?
No, you
Get a
guys,
break
I'm
from my
serious.
family.
Of course you
I'll
can.
produce it, and
We-
you can
Mika-
do it.
We always make deals on this show, and this is another big deal that I think is going to happen. So the next show may be the cooking show.
Yes.
What should I make?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to show you,
You know-
zucchini one that you made. I grabbed that off the
Oh,
line when we end
that
this
is the-
10-minute clip.
The
Okay.
zucchini frittata with the truffled mushrooms.
I'm
But
hungry.
did you pair it with the wine?
I didn't pair with the
See,
wine,
there we
but
go.
Cindy,
So that's
I'm
where
going to
Cindy
have
will
you
come in.
come
I think
to
we
pair.
need to talk
Yes.
about it.
You know, Tony, I gotta go back because you mentioned hobbies and
Yeah.
you mentioned like being successful in our business,
Right.
and our union put out numbers like 10 or 15 years ago that only 0.1%
Yes.
of
Yeah.
actors
Make a living.
make a livable wage. And I can only imagine that those numbers are harder now because there's
Oh,
more
absolutely.
work, but there's
Right.
less money in the work.
Right.
Absolutely.
Hasn't it changed tremendously?
It has really changed, but there's
Yeah.
more opportunities to work. It's just that there's less money, so people
Right.
need to work more and more. But when you mention hobbies, my hobby, I was struggling as an actor about 3 years into the business, and then I took up surfing.
Mm-hmm.
And I started surfing every day of the week, and that experience every day got me so loose in my auditions because
Right.
I had almost drowned that morning. I had ridden on a wave
Things
that
that
morning.
matter
I
show
had
up.
seen a dolphin that morning. I had laughed with my friends. I was a
Okay.
little tired.
You lived.
So I was going into my auditions, and I had something else going on. And there's a really famous actor who 50 years ago was interviewed. I want to say it was Steve McQueen. And he'd worked with another famous movie star and had said, do you have any acting advice for me? And this old Hollywood actor had said, start a family as quickly as possible. Have something bigger than your acting.
Right.
So you have something to talk about. And I'm kind of all over the place, but my point is, when I was learning how to surf, I wanted all my friends to learn how to surf. And
Don't drown.
what I learned really quickly was, everyone said they wanted to learn how to surf,
Right.
but no one wanted to learn how to surf.
Right.
They all wanted to be surfers. They just
Right.
wanted to know how. And in our business, everybody wants to be a celebrity, but the next step percentage of the 0.1 percentile of actors make
do
a
the
living
work.
is that even less than that are what you would consider
Right.
making it type actors. And we're in the industry, and so there, you know who I am, but no one knows. Most people don't know who I am.
But you know, like in every business, you have different people of why they would want to do it, and of course, there is a big side, a big part that wants to do it because of the celebrity, but that's wanting to be interesting. And I think the actors that are amazing, that we want to watch and want to follow and get enthralled with and inspired by to do what we do, is because they are interested in who they create an effect upon.
Right. Yeah. No, I
And-
agree. You
and
gotta
they-
have the
and they
drive,
trained
'cause
for
this is
it.
Such a hard business.
And they
Because of-
trained for it, which is also my point in the people. Everyone would say, I want to learn how to surf, but no
they-
one wanted to go out there and
right.
struggle and not catch waves and do all these
Well,
different
somebody
things.
said to me, work twice as hard for half the pay, and you know you're doing the right business if you still want to do it, right? Eventually that will flip, but in the beginning, twice as hard for half the pay.
Mine was, I was working a
Yes,
40-hour.
there's definitely times.
I was working a 40-hour a week job that I did not like,
Right.
and I was committed to working, and I kept track to 40 hours and 5 minutes being creative.
Oh.
So it meant I was working 80-hour weeks,
Right.
But because I was doing plays and short films
Right.
and creating things, because this was 20 years ago and there
Right.
was no web series. There's so much content out there people
Right.
can be a part of that wasn't when I got
Right.
started.
Did you want to
That's
jump in there?
true. No, what I was saying was that, you know, like Tony delivered an amazing monologue yesterday.
Oh, it was an acting
and
class.
I
you
said,
were?
Yeah.
and everybody in the class said, "Why aren't you acting?" Because
Wow.
he's
Where are
he's
you at? What?
amazing.
Well,
What
it's,
grade?
I'm at the Hollywood Playground with Robert Russler, but our teachers that
fabulous.
come in are Robert Downey Jr., Matthew Perry, Josh Brolin, Anthony Hopkins.
fabulous.
These are our master teachers, right? So when you see the bar set that high, you're kind of like, you know, I mean, I don't care who you
No,
are. These are
I-
the geniuses of our
But
business.
that's what fuels us. I studied for 10 years with Milton Katselas, and everybody was in there. I mean, from Jeffrey Tambor to
Right.
Jen Elfman to the list. It's 110
so we
people.
rise to that level, right?
It was,
Versus
it was amazing, and I'm still now. I have worked on 4 projects just in the last 6 months. I study with Ivana Chubbuck. I'm in
Oh, yeah,
her
we love
workshop.
Ivana.
You know,
Yeah.
tough mama.
Well, I came up with Stephanie Fury, Peggy Fury's daughter, William Trailer, from the old school days of group theater and all that, the Actors Network and all that. But we're almost out of time. We're going to go to a commercial break. But before that, we're going to show a little clip of you cooking.
Oh,
The
okay.
zucchini- and what do you call the dish? The zucchini.
To make you hungry. A zucchini frittata with truffled mushrooms.
So make sure you guys watch that. We're going to show a little bit of this, and we'll come right back and finish
My
2 more
cold
little
is very
cookies.
handy right now.
Here we go. All right, watch it.
Ciao, sono Sofia Milos, buongiorno. Today we're going to make a frittata di zucchine with truffled mushrooms. It's absolutely divine. You'll need a couple zucchinis. Try to find them small, thin, and firm. That's what we
we mostly have in Italy. Here they're a little bit larger, but make sure that they're nice and firm, because if they're too soft, they'll tend to be bitter. They become more and more bitter as they get older. White onion, Celtic or Himalayan salt, cracked pepper, optional, extra virgin fresh cold pressed olive oil, some flat leaf parsley or Italian parsley, as we Italians say. You'll need 2 pans, one to do the zucchinis, which we're going to slice thinly, and one to make the frittata.